Hello snowboarders of the internet, I am TC and today we will be reviewing the Jones Mind Expander Twin. This board comes with the Jones Christensen Surf Camber with a 3D contour base, meaning you do get camber in between your feet with rocker on the tip and tail and a little bit of spoon on the tip and tail, which that helps you out getting in and out of turns, also helps with board float, and then that camber is going to help you with stability through the groomers and the chunder. This board comes in a 146, a 150, a 154, a 158, and a 162. I rode this board at Copper Mountain when it was a very sunny day, partially cloudy towards the end of it. Slight breeze just pushing in those clouds where the snow was nice and creamy and then turned into really soft, wet slush piles. I used my Jones Mercury bindings and Ride Fuse boots. This board has a middle of the road flex right in between your feet. When you do get outside of the feet, however, it does have a little bit softer tip and tail because of that rocker in the spoon nose. Now, when it comes to stability, it is fairly stable underfoot, where on those push piles and that uneven, choppy, wet snow, it does roll over it without losing that contact with the snow. When it comes to popping and ollieing on this board, it does it fairly well. You do have that nice camber to allow you to snap. I did feel that it was a tiny bit washy when taking off on ollieing. When you are going to the jumps, it is fairly stable. You don't have to really push all your effort into that ollie to go off the lip. It does handle it fairly well when you just let the lip do the work. I would keep this on the medium line or smaller. If you try to go to that larger line, it might be a little bit squirrely at those higher speeds trying to hold that edge. This board is very fun to butter. You do have that giant spoon nose and tail on it, so when you do go to 180 into those butters, it holds extremely well. I even was able to butter over push piles where I had no problem catching or anything like that. When it comes to jibbing, it is the same story, where you do have a nice surface area to press. You don't have to worry about that spoon nose and tail just because it is so wide. Now when you're going to slide rails and ledges, you do have that camber zone that wants to hold you right in the middle. When you're carving this board, it is fairly fast edge to edge, even for how wide it is. That spoon nose and tail really help it get from edge to edge a little bit faster than you would think. When you do get to those more wide open carves on fresh powder or that wet fresh groomed snow, it does hold up better than when you are in that chunder. But for the most part, you can pretty much hold a medium and long carve at pretty decent speed with it. Now when you're going to Euro carve it, just make sure that it is an even surface there, otherwise you might just end up getting bumped off if you're going a little too fast. This board is pretty much for that rider that kind of wants to keep it mellow, maybe hop in the park and take it there as well, but for the most part they're going to try to ride this thing when it's slushy or when you got a fresh foot of snow. Personally, I did like this board. I understand why it is in the line. I would definitely ride this board when it is slushy or in powder. I really wouldn't take it to the groomers too much. It's not made for that. It's not going to excel there. The comparable boards for this would be the Yes Warka, the Marhar Lumberjack, and the Battalion Party Wave Twin. The bindings I would put on this board would be a Jones Meteorite, a Battalion Blaster ASIM, or a Solomon Hologram. This has been my review of the Jones Mind Expander Twin. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own? Are you gonna buy one? Let me know down in the comments below. I wanna know what you guys have to say. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, click that bell, turn on those notifications. If you want to support us further, head on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP. I could explain it more here, but we have a great video over there. And make sure you become a member. As always, guys, I'm TC, and we'll see you in the next review.